kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up and throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Got the back over the middle. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Pulls and fires complete. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now on first down from the 43. To the air on first down. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. To throw, it's O'Neal. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Bentley. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Working the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll try the left side. Shakes off the defender. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. He's got his man across the middle. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Bentley. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw and catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Now trying to power it in. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Gets the back moving. Dropping back. It's O'Neal. Floats it out in space. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lost to throw again. And it's caught for the touchdown. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Peterson. Nice move to pick up yardage. Turns it on in midfield. Flying down the right side. Past the 10. And he will house it.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Look out, he's got room. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bentley. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Back to throw. It's O'Neal. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Hardy. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Eyes is back in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He wants to throw it again. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And as a defense, you just went, whoo, we just dodged a bullet. Not great coverage. An opportunity for them to get a touchdown, and it goes right through his hands. Little bit of lack of concentration, and that cost him 6 points.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the back. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Here's a heat. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Snags it quickly on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And Offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peterson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Peterson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Peterson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Can't get him to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
It's first down from the 11. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Bell. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Using the quick game. Still running at the 40. Flying down the left side. He's at the 20. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, how nice is it to have a playmaker like that? And I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll try to pop the draw. Got enough for the first. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The RPO, it's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Peterson. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Just inside the 30 at the 29. It's first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. Pulls it and fires to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, when you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And he's in for the touchdown. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on third and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Bell. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Unloads to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves him in a hole. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's good from 58 yards out.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. Quick completion on the out route. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Bentley. You better be aware that stiff arm's coming. He gave him the business end of it and gets it out to the 14. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bentley. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Hunt is on its way. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Flips it out in the flat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Wants to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll push this lead out to a touchdown at 27-20.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Back to throw. It's O'Neal. Snagged out of the air. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Sends it back in motion. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. They'll go back to work on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Peterson. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll try it over the left side. At the 45 on its way. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
He'll set up to throw. Rushes on him. And to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Interesting decision here if you're the head coach. Just try to run it on 3rd down. No can do. You've got the touchdown lead, but you really could make a statement. You could really seize a lot of momentum here early in the 2nd half. If you go for it and hit and lead by 14, that's a whole different ballgame.
Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Gives it to the back on the draw. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They'll run play action. Looking left. Got a man. It's Bell. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Now on second down. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab deep. He's loose down the left side. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. There's being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 86-yard touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Got a man in the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Fires to the middle. Got it. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gives you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bentley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. To the air. It's O'Neal. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab onside. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks, it's Bell. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Under fire. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Quick strike complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Oh, they're after him. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Reads it, fires complete.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game when the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
2nd down coming up. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away. Because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Off play action. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's not all doinks or bad. Off the right, upright, and through. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Here comes the heat. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Working that wide receiver screen. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Got his man quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Makes the catch. It's Bell. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They'll run the screen. Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching his defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.